Hi guys, this is Merlin. I'm just gonna talk about Valorant today. Um, so like I'm actually implementing the B tree, and I implement the search and insertion, and I make a pull request of like how to implement it. So and I wrote a bunch of thing in this pull request. So I'm trying to like explain with this. For example, so you really have to know that the computer science it's just the build system of abstractions. Our data structure algorithm is just the result of the abstraction. What I believe is because we face problem and we somehow things that are repeated or tedious, and we replace with the better one. Those kind of abstractions making this computer science technology enhance the computer science technology. So to understand, so I make some kind of like what is recording, what is recording, and what is index file. I give some kind of example using the Pokemonster, and there's gonna be ID here, and record is gonna be like chunk of information, and record 1, record 2, record n. There's gonna be the single unit of data, and but the thing is that the record key, rather than we traverse or they're looking at the record key, we just use the index file to get the record keys. So yeah, so I read some kind of index files, and I make it into index file. So a lot of people, so that we just trying to make an index file to solve this issue, because we don't have to really traverse all of the key inside record. Why don't we have some kind of record key set in the one file that's called the index? And but the putting some kind of array like data structure is kind of really slow. So we somehow make is using BST, binary search tree. But binary search tree is kind of but the due to limitation of the time complexity, the worst case ON, so we just somehow the B tree, I made B tree. So this is why B tree is being made. So if you look at here, like I already implemented all of it. I already described what's the B tree, why we need B tree, what is the record key, and what those kind of thing. And I think the hard part of the B tree is the hard part of the B tree is, I think, is insertion. When trying to insert some kind of this kind of record keys, these are keys, and that's gonna be pretty fine. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is pretty fine, but when the root of the the B tree is gonna be already maximum, you have to really make the primary key as a parent key. So you have to promote the primary key as a parent node. But since you have to promote this kind of zero node, but also there are -5 and 6 node corresponding on the 0. We don't really traverse these fives. We don't really append this 5, -5, 6 into there. So we have to put it into beside minus 100 and 5, like this part. So this is really how you made, but when you're trying to, so that also means that you have to split again, and I think that's kind of really hard part. The splitting, the splitting children is gonna be very hard for me, and trying to make it split in the B tree using the JavaScript TS code it requires some kind of like big knowledge of it, and it has to be it requires some kind of like big understanding of the B tree. So this kind of image is that we just made. So I think this is it. I'm sorry, I'm really tired today, so I cannot really focus on taking this video. So have a nice day. See you next time. Bye bye.